this broadcast is updating your insurance policy. For some of you, I mean life insurance policy. I'm not talking about when you die. When you die, you gone. Okay? You here. We need to upgrade. We need to update our life insurance policy, right? And I'm going straight in. I'm not wasting no time. I changed the time. I changed the connection, because if it wasn't going to work at the time that I needed it to work and I wasn't able to get the connection out, then God was trying to move me. Sometimes things don't work because you keep trying to do things the same way. He's not allowing it to work because you keep doing things how it used to be done. You see, listen to me. You don't ever want to be where God used to be. You don't ever want to do what you used to do. And what you used to do, you don't have outgrown it. You on a whole nother level. Come on, Tamika, you on deck right now. Isha on deck, Marie on deck, Kat on deck. If you woke, say I'm woke. If you here, say I'm here. If you ready, say I'm ready. If you sleep, then you ain't responding because you're dead right now. And you sleeping on who? You sleeping on yourself. This is a self-empowerment line. We here for personal development, personal growth. If you ain't here to inspire yourself, if you ain't here to believe in yourself, if you ain't here to encourage yourself, then you should not be here. If you send this particular broadcast out and you share this broadcast, you only sharing because you woke. You only sharing because you ready. You only sharing because you got enough to share. But if they don't get it, don't worry about it. If they don't get it, don't worry about it, because some people has to be left behind. And guess what? The person that was left behind was actually you. Isn't it amazing that we want to leave people behind, but not understanding if you leave them behind, it's only because you got left behind. Now, guess what? The reason you're not where you should be is because you got left behind. Because somebody didn't say, are you ready on your march? Wait a minute, I ain't ready on my march. On get set. Wait a minute, get set. What do you mean get set? Go. Go where? Where we going, right? Come on, Tone, you on deck right now too. If we here for a good time, guess what? It's not for a long time. So I gotta go in. I gotta make sure I can reach everyone before your mind breach what it is I'm trying to say right now. And what is it that I'm trying to say? This is the rude awakening. We come in the afternoon hour so we can be self-encouraged right now. If you woke, some people said they woke. If they was ready, they said they ready. If they was focused, they said they focused. Guess what? We have all types of people that's in different places. I will come in a doghouse if I have to. It doesn't matter where I come in to make this connection, because sometimes we got to update and we have to make changes. Desiree, if you woke, say I'm woke. If you ready, say I'm ready. If you in position, say I'm in position. If I'm focused, then say you focus. All I'm trying to tell you is only you know what you have to do. Come on now. To be self-empowered, that means, let me tell you what it means to be self-empowered. To be self-empowered, I'm a self-empowerment coach, right? And what am I coaching you? I'm coaching you because self-empowerment starts with what your next decision is, what your next conversation is, what you gonna eat next, what you gonna wear next, what you gonna hear next, who you gonna call next, who gonna call you next. That's what self-empowerment was really all about. What's next? What you about to do next, right? I want you to find these gems I'm about to drop. We about to get wisdom right now. We about to get mentally rich. We about to come spiritually rich. And if we can get our mind on the same level, on the same page, right? So that we can become wealthy, it's no doubt in my mind, you will begin to manifest what? Manifest currency, manifest finances, manifest the life you desire, manifest the people you need in order to stay moving forward. At this point, some people left you behind, okay? You was the casualty, okay? They could not take you with them. You didn't understand it. They couldn't explain it. Well, I'm going to explain it to you today. I'm going to drop some gems that's going to shake this room. It's going to break this room. But I guarantee you, it's going to make us better. It's going to make us better because I have what it takes in order to get us to the next level right now. I told you, collateral damage, right? Casualties, collateral damage. For some of us, we was left behind because we was collateral damaged. We was damaged. We was damaged in a collision that was not our fault. We was riding, somebody trusted us, or we got in the car with somebody else talking about life right now. And we started driving down the road, right? We entered into an arrangement. Some of us, we didn't even know that we was in what we was in. We didn't know that we supposed to be the girlfriend, right? Some people didn't know I was the other girl. I thought I was the girl. I was the other girl. And at the end of the day, let's just be clear about it. Whether you was the girl, the other girl, you still didn't know what role you supposed to play because you didn't get the description. You didn't get the memo. You wanted him to give you the memo. And at the end of the day, guess what? You didn't get him the memo either. So guess what? Everybody crashed. We all crashed. We crashed and we failed. And now guess what we trying to do? We trying to get some insurance. We trying to get some coverage right now. We are high risk because what? We're damaged, right? People say trauma. You know, they going through trauma. We be like, what that mean? What that mean? Trauma like what? Trauma like what? I don't understand. It's just, you get into an accident and you got to go to the hospital. They say he's in the trauma center. He's in trauma right now and he's intensive care, right? He's not responding, right? Or he's out of intensive care. He's been moved over, but he's went through some trauma. That's a situation, right? And some of us, we're trying to recover, right? We're trying to recover, right? Let's come on out these glasses because I think when I got the glasses on, you think I'm playing with this thing and I need to make sure you can look me in my eye and recognize I'm never going to play with what it is I need to do. I am a self-empowerment coach. A self-empowerment coach starts with coaching others on what's next, what we do next, what we going to do next, what we going to say next, what you gonna eat next, what you gonna wear next, how it's gonna happen when it happen, what you gonna do. And for some of us, we not ready, but my job is to get us ready. If you ready, say I'm ready. If you focus, say I'm focused. If you in position, say I'm in position. If you awake, say I'm awake. Come on now, don't leave me with dead people. Okay, Tamika says she ready. So being that she's ready, let me give her what she needs because everybody needs something different. And I'm not going to act like everybody here for the same reason. See, seasons change, seasons change. But when the season change, whose season is you changing with? Because I'm telling you now, if the season change on someone that belongs to me, that means you are made to be with what I'm doing, my kingdom. I'm changing when you change. You change, I'm changing too. There's no reason that I'm not changing, but there gotta be a reason if you can't change. Some of you ain't ready, and that's why you didn't go. Some of you wasn't ready, and that's why you couldn't handle the responsibility. You couldn't handle what goes with the position you keep trying to put yourself in. Come on now, collateral damage. Most definitely focused. Melody says she focused. Marie says she ready. Come on now, this room finna be lit. This room finna be lit because I'm dropping gems. I don't drop nuggets. This is something different right now. Next week, I will be speaking at Smoky Norfolk Church on Saturday. If you can join me, then you can join me. If you can't, then don't worry about it. It's about a new perspective. But for some of you, you've been getting a new perspective. You are part of the new perspective. You was created to be the new perspective. The Invisible Crown Army, you have the new perspective. The only problem is, in order to get a new perspective, there must be an old perspective. And some of you stuck on the old, and you've been struggling on this particular line trying to get to the new. I've been training you up. God been training you up. The Spirit been training you up. The only one that don't want to make the shift is you. But I'm going to let you understand something. Hear me and hear me good. Let me cut this little music down. Because right now, when I come on, I got to come on because I'm ready. I got to come on because I'm in position. I got to come on because I'm fed up, I'm fired up, and I'm ready. And I'm lit right now. I'm so lit that I'm ready to just go in. Come on, listen to this. I'm dropping gems. Update your life insurance policy. For some of you, your coverage at this point don't cover foolishness. You don't cover begging. Your insurance don't cover you begging somebody. Your insurance don't cover you making the same accident that you made the last time. That means you got to know exactly what you doing. You got to know what you doing. Listen to me. Your passengers is in your possession. Come on, y'all. You have to be responsible over the steering wheel. Whose life are you driving? You driving your life. But see, I got to bust some things up and I got to give you something that's going to shake your reality, it's gonna shake your future, and it's gonna sink your past. It's gonna sink your past. You see, if you're worrying about your yesterday, you worrying about what already happened, then you taken away. You taken away from your tomorrow by thinking about yesterday. Because the power is in now. You can't think about tomorrow because you stealing from the power of now. Now is the time to look at what you're about to do because that's gonna dictate what tomorrow hold. Listen to this. Good habits are keys to success. Bad habits is doors to failure. You can start with failure. You can be in the middle with failure, but it can never be your end result. Did you get that? You can start with failure, right? Only thing beats a failure is the trier. When you try something, then guess what? You winning already. But failure can be the starting point. Failure can be the middle point. It can never be the end point. Let's go deeper. Can I go deeper? Can somebody say, let's go deeper? Come on, y'all. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Please, somebody give me the let's go deeper cue. Because I can't go deeper unless somebody willing to go deeper with me. Y'all ready for that? Can I go deeper? Marie says she's on fire. She says she's 100. Then okay, then if you're ready, say I'm ready. Okay, Chris says she yes, but I don't know. She got to be ready. If you're ready, say I'm ready. If you focus, say I'm focused. If you in position, say I'm in position. Let's go deeper. Okay, I got somebody to type. Let's go deeper. That means I got somebody that's talking to me. I love when somebody talk to the spirit because the spirit talks back, and I'm able to listen to what the spirit is saying. It's not me saying it, it's the spirit saying it. But I'm glad that we ready. I'm glad that we focus. I'm glad that somebody know how to hit the buttons because we all got to control this ship right now. What ship we on? Come on now. Ebony say, let's go deeper. Ready, focus, in position. Let's go. All of you guys today, we are on the battleship. We are moving from the battlefield. On Monday Meltdown, we on the battlefield. It's called life. Now we about to be shipped off, and we finna get on a battleship. Let's go. We on a battleship, and we about to sit here and have to sink some people little rowboats. We about to come up against some people little wave runners. See, some of you want to get on the wave runner because it's fun, but your insurance don't cover you on a two-seater. Some of you want to get on a rowboat, and you've been rowing so long out here, but here come the battleship. You about to come on. She said go deeper. Okay, we got to go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Felicia want to go deeper? We got to go deeper. The general on deck. Let's go. We on a battleship. But you see, you don't have no insurance to be on a rowboat. You don't have no insurance to be on the canoe. You on a battleship right now. You on a battleship, and we in battle mode, and God is trying to send you, but your insurance don't cover everybody. Some of us, we're casualty damage. So that means our insurance is high risk. Riding with certain people, your insurance do not cover. You don't cover your insurance. You too old, meaning the older you get, the better your driver record it is your insurance price is supposed to go down. Let's calm this down. Okay, Isha say go deep. Come on, y'all. We got Joel online. We got GJ online. Listen to me. Your insurance policy is changing. You need to update your life insurance. I'm not talking about when you die. When you leave this earth, your life insurance, just somebody cash in on your life and they get some money, right? Whoever your beneficiary is, they get some money. That's what a life insurance policy is. But I'm not talking about a policy when you die. A death certificate. Love you too, babe. I'm talking about your life insurance. In order to get a life, you must first look at what life really is to you. And for some of us, you have to be like Ford. I talked about Ford. Ford is a trucking company. They have a trucking company, and its title, its logo. Remember my logo, my slogan is called quickly and quietly, right? I have to move quickly and quietly. Anybody knows if AJ's slogan is quickly and quietly. Don't make a lot of noise. Don't talk too much. Get what you got to get. I ain't got a lot of time. I don't got time for all the questions. What is it that you need? See, that's like my cousin GJ. She's on the feed right now. That's my cousin. You got to be real quick with her. She ain't into drama. She done seen it all, done it all at the end of the day, but she don't talk a lot because she's seen so much that she can predict what people gonna do. For some of you, this is about to be a prediction. You can predict what people gonna say. You can predict how this picture gonna run, but I need to get you what you really need because I need to break this thing down and I need to bring some clarification. So let me go ahead and go deeper. Somebody say go deeper. Somebody say go deeper. Somebody tell me to go deeper and I'll go deeper. If you tell me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. Can I get one person to tell me at least to go deeper? Because I go deeper if you got it, right? I'm on insurance policy. Your insurance policy is what makes up your life. We talking about Ford. Ford is a car maker company, and their slogan is called, go deeper. Okay. It's called built to last, right? Some of you didn't build the relationship, so it didn't last. You didn't build the friendship, so it didn't last. You didn't even build yourself, so you're not even lasting because you never put the time. Somebody said go deeper. Marie said go deeper. Chris said go deeper. Then there you go. Let me go ahead and go deeper. You see, I spoke with you before. Come on, y'all, hold y'all position. I said women are women problems. Now, I went into the spirit the other day, and I'm not talking about in prayer. I went in the spirit because one of my friend's son was involved talking. I want to keep talking. I'm not going to cool off. It says reconnecting. Now that I'm reconnecting, here I go. One of my friend's son was involved in a car accident. Somebody hit him from the back. Hit him from the back, caused his car to spin around 2 times and flip over 4 times. When I received the text message, it was a car that was totally crushed. I literally, when I saw the picture, I literally didn't pray for him. I went straight in the spirit. See, some of us, we don't know that when you're praying, it's to get in the spirit. But once you get in the spirit, it's what you gonna do when you inside of there. And some of you don't never get to this point because you walk away. You turn around and you walk away. So it goes like this. When we start praying, come on, y'all, let's pray. And we praying and we asking God, God, listen, God, we did this. God, we did that. God, we need this. God, this is what's going on. God, that's what's going on. Come on, Sean, Mr. Tyler. Tyler's online. Ty online. Come on, y'all. Y'all say go deeper. I'm going deeper. So here I go. Ty, somebody told me to go deeper, so I got to go deeper. And what I'm saying is one of my friends' son was in an accident. Somebody hit him from behind. Some of you get hit from behind. And that car spun around and flipped over 4 times. And when it flipped over 4 times, it was other cars involved in the accident. They went to the hospital. Me, myself, I went in prayer, but prayer wasn't prayer. Like, hey, God, can you do this? Can you do this? God, make sure everything. No. I sit here and somehow went straight in the spirit. And when I went in the spirit, I was talking to a spirit, and I was telling his spirit he needs to get back in the body, get back in that body that's in that car. Now the car caught on fire. The angel that was in the car actually was the angel, and the angel got in and got him out the car, right? Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm talking to a spirit, and I'm telling the spirit to get in the body right now. Remember when I call the angels down and I say, you guys are the invisible crown army on the Mighty Monday Meltdown, and I say the angels is about to help you, but they got to get in the body. You see, sometimes when you go through trauma, you get in an accident, something happened, you break a leg, you get shot. When you look at what's going on, your mind panic, right? And it started basically aborting the body. It's almost like an airplane. When you're flying in the airplane and you jump out the airplane, the parachute, and put your parachute on, and then you decided, man, I want to get back in the plane. It's too late. You can't get back in the plane because you chose to jump out because you thought the plane was going down. For some of you, it's like a ship, battleship. You decide, I'm going to jump off the ship, and you jump off the ship and decide, I want to get back on the ship now. It doesn't work like that. So for some of us, when you go through trauma and drama, you jump out of your body, and it's hard for some people to get back in the body, and that's what it's called, the out-of-body experience. And so they never able to get back in their body, and that's why the body end up dying, right? And it has to be returned back to earth because the spirit can't get back in the body. So listen to what I'm trying to express to you as you see where I'm going with this thing right here. I started with, since women, I deal with a lot of women, Ty meaning not I deal with them, meaning they're called to my voice. They're called to this particular feed line. This is one of the reasons why we all have a problem. The problem was with our life insurance. So let me show you how your life insurance work. I always said a woman is a woman's problem, right? Being a woman is your problem. If I ask a group of people, I already done started asking people, if you wanted to have a conversation, do you want to talk about 1, women, men, 2, family, 3, children, 4? You want to talk about entrepreneurship? What would be the one thing you do not want to talk about? Not by my surprise, every woman do not want to talk about women. But that's the problem. God created you as a woman, right? Now, he created you as a woman in saturated. That means it's so many women that God created you as a woman in a market that had a lot of women already in it. It's like, God, it's so many women over here. And it's and why would you make me where there's so many women, right? Because out of 500 women, let's say 5 million, what makes you different? You see, every woman can agree that there are more women than men out here. And what women believe is men is the problem. This is not the problem. See, we learned this, right? We learned it, but now we got to unlearn that matter. The problem is that God birthed you, created you to be a woman. See, God is in heaven, right? Rude awakening. And he put you here on earth. So he wanted his spirit to get inside of you so he can be you on earth. So you got to understand this. He's the God of heaven and the God of earth. Well, God is in heaven, but he assigned himself to be you here on earth. So wherever your name is, that's who God wants to be. But you've been living so much as what you want to do that you basically steals the opportunity to make the connection, and you now do what you want to do in an environment that everybody is over saturated. So it's so many women that God made you a woman, and the devil would not put himself in the opposite to come against you. He will put himself in something that's just like you, because you will never see that that's what you don't want to understand. That's what you don't want to study. That's what you don't want to learn. You don't want to learn what God created you as. Come on, y'all. You got to get what I'm saying. If God created you as a woman, then your job is to understand the why he created you as a woman. And when you look around and you see all these other women, you go into a church, you see more women. You go into a grocery store, you see more women. You go into a business, guess what? You see more women. You call a customer call center, you see more women. Now I gotta ask God, why you put me as a woman, knowing that it's too many of us. It is too many women out here. And yet, many of you did not understand this. So guess what? You blame the opposite because you want to be in a relationship with a man. But here's the problem with a man. A man's problem is there's a shortage on men. You get this? The man's problem is not a woman. The man problem is that there's a shortage on men. So this is how this works, right? For me personally, that means I love to talk to you with a rude awakening. My brother, my oldest brother, my mom didn't have a father figure. So she put my brother in a father's role. So he was a father, and so he never had a father. But he was the father. He looked at me as a son. I looked at him as a brother, but he never participated to me as a brother because he understood that what's higher than a brother is a father. So he was in a role to me that God didn't really put him in. He put himself in. So he was a father, he was a brother, and he was a friend. So that was the only father I really seen and knew. That was the only brother I really seen and knew. And that was the only friend that I seen and knew. Do you see? The devil is a master of what? Disguises. So at the end of the day, I was learning everything about someone who was taking on a role, but I never took on the role as myself. You see, there's a shortage when it comes to men. Got it? Please tell me you got this. So just to sum this up, a woman's problem is that God created her first as a woman. But let's not go into womanhood. Let's go back into childhood. In childhood, let's move us over as children of God. Children of God does not look at you as a female or a male, basically, right? So you're children, and as a children, that means you rely on somebody else to take care of you. So most of us have connection with the one who was assigned to raise you. Raise you, meaning they was your shepherd. Raise you, meaning there was your big mama. Raise you, meaning they was your mother or your father or your uncle or your auntie. Like in my case, my brother raised me. My older brother raised me. He was everything because he raised me because I could not raise myself. I never raised him. He raised me. So at the end, you got to understand what I'm saying. Here's your rude awakening. The one who took care of you, they fed you. They put clothes on you. They sent you to school to get an education. They even disciplined you because you could not feed yourself. You could not clothe yourself. You could not pick your school to go to. You could not pay no bills. They put the roof over your head, and they made sure you had the things you need. And when you grew up, you loved the one who loved you first. They took care of you when you couldn't take care of yourself. Come on, y'all. Let's grow up now. That's a child. That's a child. Some of you wanted to be adults, so you clicked the switch and you jumped over here and you start trying to live life now. Now you want to live life. Now you want to date. And you want somebody else to take care of you. You see the child now? You want somebody else to take care of you. You want somebody else to make sure you good. You don't want to listen so nobody can educate you when they actually the opposite of you. Slow down, AJ. I got you, y'all. If y'all need me to slow down, say slow down. If you got what I'm saying right now, say, come on now, I'm ready. Say I'm ready if you got it. If you don't have it, say slow down. Or if you need me to run it back, say run it back. Because I need to make sure that you woke right now. If you woke, say you woke. If you ready, say you ready. If you focus, say you focus. Because I'm going somewhere right now. And I need to make sure that you guys are with me right now, right? Oh, somebody say go deeper. If you want me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. But I need you to understand something. What you was created as is what connects to your insurance policy. I need some of you to update your insurance policy because you had too many accidents for the wrong reason, and now you high risk. And if I do not relate this message to you, your insurance will keep going up and it will not cover everything that you do. For some of you, your insurance do not cover what you're doing at this point. But if I do not talk to you, I'm the customer service rep and I'm trying to give you the updates to go with your new life insurance policy. I'm not talking about when you die. I'm talking about moving forward from this point. Some do's and some don'ts. Some stuff you just cannot do. Some things your insurance don't cover no more. Your insurance don't cover nobody that has not been active in your life within the last 3 months. For some of you, the last 3 days. For some of you, the last 3 hours. If you not active in my life, that means actively working in the last 3 months, then you got to connect all over again. Come on, y'all. We in a gathering time right now. That means you got to gather what you need. And right now, I need you to gather this information. What is information? Information is knowledge. Information is knowledge. And you need this information because there's no one else that's going to give you the information that you need, which makes up knowledge right now. You need to be updated. Remember, I will be speaking next week at Smoky Norfolk Church. The message will be centered around a new perspective to life. But if you don't want a new perspective, then you will be stuck on your old perspective. And your old perspective policy has been terminated. So what used to go do not go no more. And if you have an accident, then you will lose everything because you cannot file a claim. You can't file a claim when it comes down to your friends. You can't file a claim when it comes down to the things that happen to you. You can't file a claim when you say, God, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. He's not forgiving you because your insurance policy is not valid. It's not active. You can't put a claim in when your insurance policy has been changed. For some of you, did you get that? Your insurance do not cover everybody. It only covers the driver, and it covers those that are driving with you. Remember, Ford, I need somebody to say go deeper. If you want me to go deeper, tell me to go deeper. If you're in position, say I'm in position. If you're ready, say I'm ready. If you won't hold, say hold up. If you lost, then hey, say I'm lost. If you're not here and you dead, then don't say nothing. But I need to make sure that I got people that's woke. If you woke, say I'm woke. Come on now. I don't care what you say, but I need you to say something. You got to speak for yourself. If you want me to go deeper, I go deeper because you got it. But if you don't have it, then you ain't saying nothing and you dead right now. I don't want to kill what already done been killed, but I'm trying to make sure if your insurance policy is not active, then it does not cover some of the activities that you still trying to do. You need the new perspective. Because if you don't get the new perspective, the new insurance card, right? Some of us ain't never had the new insurance card. We still carrying an old insurance card that done expired now. The way you used to date, the way you used to communicate, the way you used to talk, it done expired. Come on, y'all. Desiree, you better wake up. If you woke, you better say I'm woke. You better say something. Come on, Ty, if you still here. Marie, if you here, somebody better tell me to go deeper. Because if you want me to go deeper, I can't stay in the shallow. But if I got shallow people, then I'll stay shallow for the shallow. But if it's anybody on here that want me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. But if not, then I'll stay right here in the shadow. Because I want to make sure I give you what you need. Casualty damage. Ford, right? Okay, nobody talking. Okay. What's going on? I can't see something. Something I can't see. I gotta wing this, y'all. I gotta wing it. Let me go. I gotta wing it. Let's go. I gotta wing it. So here we go. Collateral damage. Some people keep trying to put a claim in, right? Come on, Tamiko. Some people trying to put a claim in against you. They saying you caused the accident in their life. They said they had their stuff together, but when they see here, you ran off the road and ran into their car. And if you ran into their car, this is how this thing works. Your insurance will have to pay for the other car. Listen to me, and your insurance will go up. You see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If your insurance grow up, God is trying to tell you to grow up. Grow up now. Be a responsible driver when you on the road. But you see, I told you guys, your insurance policy is changing right now. See, some people got liability insurance. That means your car is only covering the other person's car. Nobody's covering your car. If it's your fault, your insurance only covering their car, and your car will never get fixed. Now that right there, that's scary. This is scary. Here's your rude awakening. SR22, don't so good. This is so good. This is so good. I pray y'all got this. Come on, y'all. Y'all know this phone's acting funny when things get heated over here. Come on, log back in. Log back in. It says reconnecting. I need you to turn your notifications on. If you're ready, please type I'm ready. Let whoever see it, let them see that you ready. If you focus, let them see you focus. If you in position, let them see you in position. If you grinding and you alert, let them see that you alert and you aware right now. Don't sit here and be quiet, because they can see that somebody here, but they've been watching you for so long. Let them understand that you the wrong one and you ready. If you ready, say you ready. If you want me to go deeper, I go deeper. Come on, y'all. Insurance do not cover everything. Let's be clear. For some of the stuff that some of the people is pulling in your life, you need to go to God and ask him for full coverage. Full coverage means it covers you and it covers somebody else. But if you got liability, there is only cover either you or them, but it do not cover both of you. I'm trying to tell you something. If you can get what I'm saying, you better say, I get what you're saying. If you focus, you better say, I'm focused. If you caught that, say, I caught that. Listen to me. A problem is something that you need to see before you can figure out what it is you need to do. Come on, y'all. We could solve this problem if you understand what you was created or what was created. God created you as a woman, then a woman will be your problem. If God created you as a man, then being a man will be your problem. There is a shortage on men, not because a man supposed to be with a woman. No, that is not the problem. That is not the case. The reason why, I heard somebody saying in the group chat or something, they was like, the reason why men do what they want to, they don't have to do what they used to do back in the day. You wasn't even back in the day. Remember I told you there was a shortage on men, right? Back in the day, there was not a shortage on men. Back in the day, there was not an oversaturated market when it came down to a woman, because a woman was handling her business back in the day. She was focused back in the day. She was involved with the community back in the day. She was involved with the church back in the day. She was involved with her home affairs back in the day. You see, our mothers and our parents, whoever it was, back in the day, they raised you with what they had. They did not raise you with what they did not have. See, today we borrow from tomorrow, which means we steal from our kids because we take the inheritance away. So they don't have no promise in tomorrow because you trying to give them tomorrow today. So you stealing with what you using, what you don't have. You using credit right now. You using all these conversations. You know, you even using this when it comes down to a relationship. You like, girl, if I was with you, girl, this is what I'd do if you was mine, right? Tomorrow, I'll do this for you. I'll lick your bath water. I'll make you cracking. Let's get it back cracking. I think that means I gotta reset the room. I'm dropping gems, but this is the rude awakening. So I only got probably about 5 minutes left, and I gotta bring this thing home right now. I have to bring it home. And I need to make sure that you guys can get exactly what I'm trying to convey. Tony, what's going on? Sean, what's going on? Peace and blessings. What I'm doing is, this is a rude awakening. Let me just open up my heart for you for a minute right now. Let me just let you see what I'm here for. Right, Charlene, I appreciate you. Miss McClinton, check it out. I'll be at Smoky Norfolk Church next week speaking on a new perspective. This new perspective I was given years ago, Okay? I've been trying to work with an army called the Invisible Crown Army. It deals with personal growth, personal development, inspiring yourself, believing in yourself. It almost as if you have to encourage yourself at this point in time. This is not my doing. This is what God told me I need to do. So what did I do? I came back trying to train people, not letting them, not asking them, hey, can I train you? Right? I don't train nobody like with my own understanding. I go beyond my understanding, and this is bigger than me. So being that it's bigger than me, I think that I can reproduce some of the successful things that occurred in my life, and I was able to see some of the failure. My failure is what produced the success. Without no failure, you can never have success. You can never know success. So what do? I use wisdom. I use experience. I use things. I use the spirit. I use everything I can to come and pour out and cook for everybody that comes on this feed line. There's educated people on this feed line, very educated. I'm talking about PhD, masters. Some people got double masters. People sitting high roads, right? I know some people that had to take the low road. They got experience. They done been through more things than you can possibly imagine. Some of us, we would have gave up a long time ago. If God put us in their position, we would have tapped out a long time ago. But guess what? We don't even know where we at right now. So we're literally like ungrateful. We're not grateful for the opportunity. We're not grateful for a privilege. We're not grateful for friends that want to be a friend, because we don't know how to allow a friend to even be a friend, because we like to mix the connection. We like to bring in misunderstanding. We don't know where we at right now. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're trying to accomplish. Remember last week I stated on my pop-up, Pop One, I said, we sitting here watching TV. It's like watching the Cosby Show. It's like watching Bill and watching Claire, watching Rudy and watching Theo. And we looking inside their house and we like, wow, look at their house. Their house looks so good. Man, they went to Harvard and one of the other prestigious Princeton College. They was in the fraternity, in the sorority, right? And we looking like, wow, this is so amazing. But guess what? We watching a TV. See, sometimes we want what we see. We want to cut that picture out. We want to copy that picture, and we want to paste that picture in our life, and we ain't done no work at all. Guess what? Some people go to the gym and they work out daily. They work out daily. They try to get it in. I know people that be like, Adonis, I don't know what's going on, but I'm working out every day. I'm running every day. I'm jumping every day. I'm pushing every day. I'm pulling every day. And my body is just not getting it. Like, look, I'm in the gym. I should be losing weight, building muscle. I should be doing everything. And yet it seemed like I ain't done nothing. Listen to me. That was a mental exercise. It was all mental. You see, life is not about practicing to be perfect. It's a matter of practicing so you can become stronger, knowing that you can go in that gym, knowing that you can work that machine, knowing that you can allocate some time. Hold your position. Don't give up. Don't walk out. It was a beautiful thing to be able to walk in. Some people they won't even make the effort to walk in. They don't walk into their tomorrow. They don't want to walk in to their blessing. They don't want to walk into their next level. Too busy stuck on the old perspective. And the old perspective, which is the perspective that they're living in right now, is not working. So what am I saying? Watching Bill Cosby is not working. You cannot copy, and paste that in your life and think that that's where you at. That is not where you at. So what did I say? If that's not where they at, then where they at? They are in the the sitcom called Good Times. Good Time. You remember? There was JJ Dynamite. Remember? That was Thelma. Remember Thelma? Thelma, she was hood. Remember Booker? He was the plumber. Don't everybody know a plumber? Don't you know? Somebody called me last night for an electrician, right? Don't you know somebody that know how to cut grass, somebody that know how to fix roof, somebody that know how to do HVAC, somebody know how to fix cars, right? Your mama, your daddy probably was Booker. Your uncle probably was Booker. What your daddy do? He paint cars. He body an offender. He does something. See, we lived in the projects, but we keep looking at things that's not the reality. So what we do, we got to turn that TV off, and that's where the new perspective come in at right now. Stop looking at somebody else's picture, and it's time to create your own picture. Life is not about facing reality. It's about creating reality. But long as we watching something else, guess what? We don't know what goes with that picture. Some of you look amazing, but nobody knows your story because you done dressed it all up now, and now you messing up your insurance policy because you done put yourself back together so good that you didn't even file a claim for your hurt. You didn't file a claim for your hurt. That means you're supposed to get a return for the stuff you done been through. And now you don't know your insurance policy, Charlene. Come on now. If you still here, say I'm still here. If you still with me, say I'm still with you. If you focus, say I'm focused. If you ready, say I'm ready. Come on, Miss Jackson. Welcome to this particular broadcast. It will be broadcast again on YouTube, right? And we don't know the insurance policy, because at this point, for all my married people, your insurance don't cover you doing some stuff, okay? You can't do everything when you done made a vow to somebody. See, vow meaning I made a promise that I wouldn't be selfish and do the stuff that I done on my own. You see, long as you on your own, you're responsible for whatever it is you do. But when you make a vow, that means you writing a new insurance policy. That means you made a vow and you cannot break it. Why? Because God is watching over what it is that you participating in. Y'all want a rude awakening? Here go a rude awakening. When I came into the house, my friend was watching the news. I'm sorry. I came in, they was watching the news or something. And I don't watch the news, really. I can't lie to you. My life is the news right now. And I spend so much time on the front line with my own life. But let me tell you what happened. It was a man, and he said, call the police, right? The police it was on the news. The police was called by a 6-year-old. He said, go next door, call the police, and tell the police that my wife, your mom, have a knife to my throat and she's trying to kill me. So he goes next door and they call the police. You hear the little boy, hey, hello, how may I help you? 911. My mom has a knife to my dad's throat. My dad say, send the police over, please. She's trying to kill him, right? So they sit here and he hung up. Somehow they got a second call by the husband, I guess. He's on the phone. Hey, listen, my wife over here, she's manic. Whatever's going on, he didn't use the word manic. He said she got a knife. She's trying to kill me. Can you send somebody, right? Okay. The police been dispatched. They come to the house. The baby is outside. Hey, where your parents at? They upstairs. Married couple. They not in their 30s. They look like they in their 50s or something, right? Might be 60s. I say 50. Watch this. The police cut the camera on. That means I'm watching now. Right? I got to go do my job. Some of you, God is saying he's installing cameras on you. These are the cameras. He sees what you see. He hears what you hear. This is the rude awakening. You don't control these cameras right here. You don't control these ears right here, but you can control his mouth. And he watch what you say, and he watch what you say, and he watch what you say. And some of you keep saying the wrong things that void your insurance policy. Once you breach your insurance policy, you have no coverage. You don't have no coverage to cuss nobody out. Some people don't have no coverage to say a bad word. Me, when I use bad word, what some of you think is cuss words, I call it sentence enhancers, because it's based on the environment and who I'm talking to. You see, if you profile the situation, then you understand who you're working with and what you can do and what you can't do. Come on, y'all. The kid tells the police, my mom and dad upstairs fighting. The police goes upstairs. They see the parent and the father. You see it on TV, on the news. They're scuffling. The police pulls out the gun, shoot the man, and the man died. The husband is dead, right? Now, all that's on the news is the police need to reform their policy. You see, the insurance policy, we need to change the way the police handle situations. Because in this situation, she, I guess, should have been the one shot. And this man should be still living. But what I'm looking at is, who want to be in a marriage with a wife with a knife? You mean to tell me you would rather kill him than walk away? And now he got killed because of your thoughts? You see, this is why they don't put the spotlight on what it should be on. You see, my thing is when you trying to be connected with somebody, you trying to make a friendship work, you trying to make a marriage work, whatever vow you put in something, you trying to give your all. But if giving my all gonna take your life, then you got to know how to break the contract. You got to know how to step back and say, you know what? This policy is high risk. This relationship is high risk. And I cannot afford to lose my life, go to jail, lose a partner, lose a father to your son. I cannot afford to raise this baby on my own and have to explain to these children that I've had a knife to his throat, and in the process, the police shot him. But I don't know what he did was that bad that you decide you want to be the one who takes a person's life now. Now notice, this is a woman at this point, but here's what I'm trying to explain to you. I said earlier, what is a woman's problem? It is not a man. It is not her emotions. It's actually the fact that she's in a market that's oversaturated. So if you have a lot of something, it brings the value down. If you have a little something, it brings the value up. So if you have a stock and that stock, everybody wants that stock, the more they buy that stock, right, it brings the price down, right? That means the value is down because you have a lot of overflow. So when you go into a store and you see a sale, that's because they are overstocked and they trying to get rid of merchandise. So the grocery stores operate like this. The clothing stores operate like this. They trying to get it out before it spoils. We got a lot of this. We need to drop the price 2 for 1. Get this stuff out of here. We'd rather have somebody use it than we sit here and have to lose it. But for some of us, we would rather sit here and deal with situations, right, that's useless, right? We will sit here and rather participate in something that instead of using people the right way, we'd rather use them the wrong way, and that will be useless. Relationships you are involved in is useless. Instead of using things the proper way so it can be useful, we would rather make it useless, right? Useless meaning I can't use you for anything. I can't have a conversation with you. I can't depend on you. I can't call you for anything. You can't even listen without your emotions being attached to the conversation sometimes. You can't be a listening ear because you're not listening to correct the problem. You're listening because you're only speaking not to get an answer. You're only speaking because you don't want an answer. You're just speaking. What am I saying? It should be a useful conversation, but instead it ends up being a useless conversation because you can't help everybody. Well, let me close this thing out. I hope you guys are able to follow along with what I'm trying to paint for you today. There's an update. It's a new insurance policy. Your insurance don't cover everything you do. It doesn't cover, some of your insurance don't even cover the other party. This is sad. We would rather screen out somebody else, but you don't have to screen out nobody else. A woman don't have to study another woman. All she really needs to do is study herself. Some of you haven't taken the time to study yourself and see why you do what you do. I didn't say make up an excuse. I say deal with the situation. I have principles, I have formulas, I have tips, I have tools, and I make all those available to you. I can't tell you when it's going to come out. I can't tell you what you're going to use because the way it comes to me is the way I present it. And I look and I think about all the different people that I have connected with. And I try to make sure that I have a little something for Miss Johnson, a little something for Miss Jackson, a little something for Stanford. Every person that are notified to come on this broadcast, there's a different message that's coming across the field. Your insurance is changing and it does not cover everyone. I wanted to say the best example for last, which will be my personal example, right? Again, my personal example. I told you a man's problem is not a woman. A man's problem is that there's a shortage on men. Meaning we can't learn from each other. We can't talk to each other because there's no man available that I can talk to. So what God says, ladies, is that we need to be cross-trained now. So a lot of intelligent men is going to be speaking to you. Because if you can think different, it will change the problem of the oversaturated. Because most women think the same. Emotional, they think the same. Second party, think the same. The man is the head, think the same. I want a man. Every woman, I want a man. I want a man. I want a man. I want somebody. I want to be with somebody. They want the same. They want them tall. They want them small. They want them slick. They want them thick. They want them country. They want them down south. They want them gutter. They want them hood. Right? However you want them, he's still a man. But the problem is, who want to learn from a man, right? But because in order to learn from a man, you have to be willing to accept a man being a man. He's the opposite. Why do a man have to talk to a woman? It's because there's a shortage on men that he can talk to. So some of you getting so much information that is so beautiful, like, oh, this feels so good to know what I know. It's only because God, which is your God, called somebody else to make sure that you get the updates, to make sure that your mind gets some power, right? Your emotions get some control, right? And that you have the free will to either accept it or not to accept it. Some of you need to make sure you're like Ford, built to last. That means you have people functioning in your life that actually provide things for you that you can't provide for yourself. That's why some of you love your mother, or you love your grandmother, or you love your father figure, right? Because they gave to you and you never gave nothing back to them. That was a relationship. Now, when it comes down to whoever's in your life now, guess what? You have to be the one who give. But when you give, you want to give in love. You don't want to give in deceptive practice. You don't want to give in lying to them. You don't want to give, and you especially don't want to give what you don't have. Because what you have is for what you want. You get it? What you have is in order to produce what you want. But you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give love if you never loved yourself enough to know that the person that's bringing something to you is trying to help you become mentally intelligent, right? You not understanding that the woman that's talking to another woman, she should be bringing something to make you emotionally intelligent. Saying, girl, we need to become more, we need to get more on our business. We need to calm down. We need to move the man out the equation, and we need to move the woman out the equation, and we need to deal with what? Self-mastery. We need to understand what it means to exercise ownership, self-mastery, ownership, to be self-aware. We need to get something. We need an inner concept to help us. If not, we are really dead. Why do I say we dead? Because if there's 5 million women, and I'm talking to you right now, I could call your name out. I'm talking to Sparkle. I'm talking to Jackie. I'm talking to Joyce, right? And what makes you different from 5 million women, other women? That will be a question that you never asked yourself. What makes me different from 5 million women? You ain't never thought about it because you never took time out to learn yourself, and there go the problem. But if you get with a group of other women, you would say, like somebody told me, you don't think the man is the woman's problem? You think he control her? You don't think he influenced her to be this way? I said, do the man choose what she put in her mouth? Do he chew her food and say, chew your food? Close your eyes. Close your ears. Bark like a dog. Roof, roof. Lay down. Go to sleep. Close the door. Put this clothes on. Do a man have that much influence over you? I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about you. If your answer is yes, then you better type yes. If your answer is no, then don't type nothing. Because I'm trying to let you understand something. We gonna have to separate the sheeps now. I mean, the sheeps is ignorant. Ignorant, right? The thought of not knowing. You didn't know your problem was what you was created as. But he put the answer inside of you. God put the answer in you, and it will answer your problem. But you never thought your problem was what you was created as. You never read the instructions. You never knew what the instruction was. You see, this is good. Somebody got to tell me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. Tell me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. Tell me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. Somebody got to type, go deeper. Please, somebody tempt me to go deeper and I'll go deeper. Don't tempt me, you can't be tempted. Somebody just say go deeper. I feel somebody telling me to go deeper. I think Tamika gonna tell me to go deeper. Go deeper, you guys. Tell me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. I got to get up off this thing. I've been on here too long. Listen, the Holy Bible is holy because of the words that's in it. So it's a holy book. But the one who wrote the book had the Spirit of the living God. So the Spirit of the living God is who actually wrote a holy book. So the book is not the Spirit of the living God. It's the words of God that was wrote by somebody who had the Spirit of the living God. So it became a holy book. I know this will be confusing, Miss Jackson, but watch this. Watch this, guys. The holy book, which is the Bible, is not the Spirit of the living God. It was wrote by somebody that had the Spirit of the living God, right? like Jesus, like Peter, like James, like Paul, like John, right? All these different people had the Spirit of the living God. Today, I'm finna encourage you to write again. You remember your journal? Some of you used to write a journal. That's the Holy Bible. Your journal has information in it about experiences that was real that happened to you. So it's holy because the experiences are real. Some of you still write in your journal, but let somebody go look in your journal and you will find out, like, whoa, wait a minute now. You supposed to be married to my husband. Well, he my husband, but that's the one that I wanted and she took him from me. She gave me the other one. See, you got to be careful when you open up somebody's book, because when you sneaking in somebody's book, it's holy and the answer's in there. Wait a minute now. You slept with him before I got with him. When this happened? Why you ain't tell me? You got to be careful going into somebody's diary. You see, the diary is keeping track of information, but in the spirit, you was being honest. You was being open. You didn't expect nobody to go look in your book. So your book is sacred. So I was told, do not ever go in a woman's purse. I was told, don't go through a woman's things, but because you can't handle what you see. See, the Bible, which is the Holy Bible, basic instructions before you left earth, right? Some of your journal is really your basic instructions to why you need to do something different. Because if you go look in your diary back when you wrote it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you will laugh at yourself. You'll be looking like, whoa, look at this. I was really a fool here. Look at me. I just love him, his chestnut eyes. And listen, today he told me roses are red, violets are blue. And girl, you know, I love you. And I smiled and I felt butterflies. See, you was pure then. You was so pure, but that ain't you no more. You like, look, I'm a savage now. This ain't who I ain't got time for all. But see, you was genuine when you took time out to track what you do. But I'm trying to explain something to you. When you writing your experience down, you are writing with the Spirit of the living God. But that diary you writing in, it ain't for everybody's eyes, okay? It's for your eyes to track your life. But see, some people go inside that diary. Let somebody sneak. Let your mama sneak in your diary. Let your husband sneak in your diary. Let your wife go sneak and take a peek in your journal, or go through your phone, or go through your notes or something. Go through your history on your web, what you've been browsing at. Let them go through your old phone. You see, your old phone holds your old messages. And when they looking at your stuff, which will be holy, because you was telling the truth. It's just the truth wasn't for them. See, the truth didn't set them free. The truth only set you free, because when you wrote it, it was setting you free to get that thing up out of you and onto a piece of paper. But if somebody else open that up and they say, wait a minute, I'm so in love with him, but unfortunately, he's married to my best friend. What? Wait, let me read that again. Holy book. Your diary is your holy book. I told y'all, I'll go deeper if you want me to go deeper. Yeah, y'all don't want me to go deeper. Okay, I'm going to rest on this one. I'll read that again. This is in the diary. The diary says, somebody wrote in their diary, somebody wrote in their diary, but someone else went in their room, one of their girlfriends, where your diary at? Oh, they went and looked, this is her diary. Let me take a peek and see what she wrote in her diary. This is why you got to be careful, ladies, about the people that's around you, because they all inside of your diary. And that's your holy book of your experiences of when you was being truthful and when you was being honest with who? With yourself. So now you got somebody sneaking. Imagine somebody sneaking and they go open up your holy book, right? Let's say a relative or a girlfriend, one of your best friends, your besties. And they see you wrote, I love his brown eyes, the way he sit there at the table, and the way he look at her, he should be looking at me. I'm so infatuated with what he does Even though he's not doing it to me, I can still feel he's doing it to me. Man, I want him. Man, I need him. Man, I crave him. Everything about him. The only problem is he married to my no good girlfriend who happens to be my best friend, but she don't deserve a good man like that because she cheated last week with someone else. She tells me all the time she don't want him. She tells me all the time he's no good. She tells me all the time if she had it her way, she would never have married him, and she want to be with somebody else. I don't understand why she is with him in the first place. She should just give him to me, because I will treat him the way that he needs to be treated. But unfortunately, she cheating on him, and she really needs to let him go. You see what happens? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Now, the one who reading this is the girl who's married to the guy. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you. That book is holy. And you got to be careful when you're opening up somebody's book, because you never know what you're going to read. Your insurance do not cover everybody. Okay? That was good. That was good. I don't care what you say. That was a good closer. Listen, you guys. I do this so we can have fun. I do this so we can have personal growth. I do this so we can have personal development. I do this to make you different from 500 million others that's made just like you. Your problem is not the opposite, because the opposite will attract. The devil is the master of disguises. If he's going to hide himself, he will hide himself in someone that's made just like you. Okay? If you ask any woman, who you want to talk about? You want to talk about women? I don't want to talk about no woman, right? That's because the enemy is hidden in what you are made like, okay? He's not going to hide himself in something you can see. No, he's going to hide himself in something you can't see. What did God make you? He created you a woman. Then the problem will be you was created a woman in a market, meaning a woman's market, that's oversaturated. There's so many of you. And if he created you as a man, your problem will be it's a market that's it's a shortage of men. So you don't have a lot of reference to sharpen yourself. You don't have a lot of reference to develop yourself. You don't have a lot of people, not a go-to that's men, that can help you grow. So there's a shortage for men. That will be your problem as a man. If you understand the problem is you, and if you understand the problem, then God will come and send his spirit into your life to be the answer, to get you out of the problem. That's my word for today. This is your rude awakening. It's a little different. Your insurance don't cover everybody, right? Your insurance is changing, and we need to change the perspective. If this message was all over, then say it was all over. If this message, you understood this message, say I got it. If you understood this message, say I got it. If you understand that you got to hold your position, say I'm holding my position. If you say I'm focused, say I'm focused. If you ready, then say you ready. If you on the front line, say I'm on the front line. If you say you locked and loaded, say you locked and loaded. If you reloaded, say you reloaded. But you gonna have to say something, because God needs to know that you understood what it is that I just delivered. You have to type something. You have to say something. You cannot be dead, because if you're not confirming this, then you are in limbo, and you still running around here trying to figure out what you're trying to do, who you're trying to do, and why you never will be able to get it done. Peace and blessings. I did what I needed to do to get this thing out here. I hope you guys will share this. If you don't share it, then say I ain't sharing it. If you don't get it, then say I ain't got it. But hey, maybe the next time. But for those that did, see you at the Mighty Monday Meltdown, or I might do a pop-up and you can pop one with me. Listen, I'm only coming like I can come. I'm only going to come real, right? Practice makes you stronger. Practice do not make you perfect. If you was perfect, you wouldn't need to practice. And for some of you, you ain't perfect at all, but you keep doing stuff and failing. You're failing. You're failing at what you want to do, because you're not strong enough to do what you want to do. You're not strong enough to be a friend till you become a friend to yourself. You're not strong enough to date someone till you date yourself. You're not strong enough to marry someone until you marry yourself. You need to know what you giving them. So if you're going to give them a wife, you need to first know what this wife consists of. That's why you have to get the spirit that I'm trying to impart through our relationship. But some of you, you're making this hard. If you can't get the spirit, then you don't know what it is you're giving away. That's my time. Peace.